everyone! Today I decided to do a sit down and talk video while I feed little Isaac and talk to you guys a little bit about how I bond with my reborns. And this is different for everybody. I've been getting so many requests to do a how to bond with your reborn baby video, and I just decided to go ahead and do a video about how I bond with my reborn. And if you guys want to try some of the things that I do, you can. I mean, I guess I could suggest some ideas to bond with your baby as well, but it is very different for everybody how they bond with a doll. So anyway, let's just get started. I have never done a feeding video like with myself in the camera ever, I don't think. So I just decided to do that today. And little Isaac is looking so cute. He's been in this doggy sleeper for a couple of weeks now, or maybe about a week. It hasn't been that long. But I put these mittens on him this morning and this little hat. He needs to go off to get revarnished, but I have not had the money to do that recently, so or the time to ship him off. So actually his sister Naomi is going off for new varnish tomorrow, I think, tomorrow or Wednesday. And so I decided to wait to get him varnished until probably next month. And anyway, so let's get right into the video. It is such a hot day here. It is 88 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just insanely hot, which is why I'm wearing a tank top today. But this little guy, he's wearing warmer clothes because, like I said, he needs to be revarnished. And also, I love my babies in snuggly outfits, even when it's really hot. That's the good thing about them being reborns and them not really having feelings. They are just fine in these super warm outfits, even when it's really warm. And it is also like 83 degrees in the house, so it is terribly, terribly hot today. Oh my goodness. I don't know if the bottle was on his face that entire time. Oh well, we're gonna keep going. So, actually I decided to do the video with him today because I have had some trouble bonding with him. And actually, recently I put him up for sale. And today I decided that I am going to keep him because I cannot part with him. I actually have fallen in love with him all over again today. And I did originally put him up for sale for more of money reasons, but now that's not so bad, so I decided today that I'm going to keep him. And here's what I did today to help me get my bond back with this little guy. I just decided to take some pictures of him. That's one thing that I really love doing with my babies, is taking pictures. I take pictures of my babies all the time, and it definitely helps me rebond with them, especially if I have kind of lost a bond. I would say that's one of the things that helps me bond the most with my dolls. I don't really role play off camera. I know a lot of people, they see my role play videos and they think that I do this on a daily basis. Like right now with me feeding him, I never do this off camera, ever. Like I said, this is the only video I've ever done sitting down and talking to you guys while feeding a baby. When I do role play, it's all for videos, and I love the creativity of it. I love adding in the sound effects and creating a story. That's really what I love about it. And it just brings the babies to life on screen. I think that's really amazing. So taking pictures of them, definitely. Putting them in super cute outfits. I actually really prefer sleepers on my babies, which is one reason why he's been in the sleeper so long. And I love this color blue on him. And these little dogs are adorable. And this little hat is adorable. It says new arrival on it. I know you guys can't see it from where the camera is. And to be honest, I hardly ever put my babies in summer outfits, even when it's super warm out. If I'm taking them out on outings, then I'll do that. Another big factor in like me bonding with my dolls, I guess this is also going to go into not just how I bond with my dolls, but how certain things affect my bond with my dolls. I prefer dolls that can be mistaken as real babies anytime I take them out. I've had certain dolls that some people can tell that they're not real right away, and those dolls I actually have lost a bond with pretty quickly, or lost like a part of my bond with them. I really love babies that look realistic enough to take out, that everybody will think they're real. Realistic painting is very important to me, and I know a lot of people like the kind of, what would you call it, a peaches and cream complexion to their newborn dolls, no matter what age they are. But for me, for my newborns, I really prefer them to have mottling. And actually, even for my toddlers, I really prefer that they have mottling on them, because I think that's really realistic. I have a lot of mottling in my own skin, and I think it's kind of silly that some people say it's not realistic for an older baby to have mottling in their skin, because a lot of older babies do. And I don't know, it just adds to the realism for me, and I find that those ones that have mottling are the ones that really pass as real babies in public. Another thing that really affects my bond with my babies is size. I have found that I have bonded with a couple of toddlers I've owned. I've only owned about 4 toddlers in total. Lilia, which is no longer in my collection. She was the Kenzie kit by Donna Rupert. I have owned Carson, which she was too big for me. One reason why I ended up selling Carson, even though you guys really adored her, was that she was so big, she was hard to carry around. And let me tell you guys that holding a reborn toddler and holding a real toddler are 2 completely different things, because a real toddler can hold on to you and a reborn toddler can't. So it's really hard to hold on to them, and she actually hurt my back. Anytime I did a video with her or picked her up, it really hurt my back. So that's one big factor in like why I didn't bond with her very well and why I ended up selling her. I'm just looking at him and admiring how real he looks. I'm gonna try to edit this video as least as possible, but most of my videos end up edited anyway. Anyway, continuing on, the weighting of a baby really matters to me. I want them to feel realistic. I want them to feel a little bit heavy enough to feel realistic, but not so heavy that my arms become tired when holding them. And that's one reason why I prefer smaller babies too. Just because, like I said, they're easier to hold. A lot of people have asked me, do I bond better with open-eyed babies or closed-eyed babies? Honestly, I don't really have an answer for that. I bond with a doll for a bunch of different reasons. Like I said, the size is a big thing for me. Also, on certain sculpts, I love babies with hands that are both in fists, and those sculpts are hard to come by. I don't know why. I haven't found very many of them, but I love that when babies just have 2 fists. Obviously, the baby has to be cute to me, because there are some babies that I just don't like, and some sculptors' work that I just don't like, and it's just a matter of personal preference. Another thing that affects a bond with a baby for me is what type of body the doll has. I'm just gonna burp him really quickly and then I'll go back to feeding him. I hope you guys can still see him if I bring him up here. There, if I kind of sit like this, you can. So, like, if I get a doll that is absolutely amazing painting and I love the sculpt and everything, I still cannot bond with that baby until it has the correct body. Like, if the body's too long or it's too chubby or whatever it may be about the body, I have a really hard time bonding with that baby until they get a new body. Look at him, you guys. So cute. Oh my goodness. Hope you guys can see his face. I can't see the camera very well from here, so I apologize if the angle is a bit weird. Can't see very far away. All right. Here you go, buddy. Before I started this video, I actually went to change his diaper because I did not change his diaper at all, even when I got him in the mail, which was, I think, 2 months ago now, maybe a little less than 2 months ago. And when I went to put his new diaper on, well, I went to pull his old diaper off, the tabs like ripped off. And I didn't realize that they had, but that's how they were. It was really weird. I've never had that happen before, but I guess he had had that diaper on for a long time. So for those of you who think that I change my babies every day and I pretend they're real, yeah, this poor little guy had the same diaper on for almost 2 months. Probably longer because his last owner probably had that diaper on him for a while. Oh, one more thing that affects my bonds with my reborns is like the time that I got them, like how I was feeling when I got them. You know, if I was really stressed out when they arrived, I'm less likely to hold a bond with them because I associate them with a hard time or being stressed, or sometimes that doesn't mean very much. It really depends on the doll. I know that sounds really weird, but like with Bennett, I got him during a super stressful time in my life, and I love him so much. If there was only one doll that I could keep in my collection, it would be Bennett. I don't know, there's just something so special about him. But there's other dolls that I've had that I couldn't bond with due to stressful things going on in my life at the time of their arrival, and I ended up selling them because of that, and I couldn't bond with them right away because of that. I have found that when I feel happier about what's going on in my life and happier about like what I'm doing in my life, I am happier with my collection. When I was going through a really hard time in my life and I was not happy, I went through dolls like crazy. I would buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell because I did not feel satisfied with anything. But now that I am a lot happier where I am in my life, my collection I'm much happier with, and I can bond with my dolls so much more easily. Like with Isaac here. Normally, if I lost a bond with a doll when I was like really stressed out or going through something, I would just sell them. I would not be able to get the bond back. But with him, just a simple diaper change and taking pictures of him brought my bond back. Oh, and I love to put the babies in like the crib. And I'll just stand there just looking at them for a couple of minutes, just admiring how real they look. And today, when I was done changing his diaper and taking some pictures of him, I put him in the swing, and I just laid on the couch and just watched him swing because I feel like that's so relaxing. And I don't know, it just made me bond with him so much. I'm trying to think if there's anything else because to be honest with you guys, when I do these talking videos, I almost always leave something out that I feel was important to say or something that I just wanted to say. My camera just stopped. I'm not sure why, but this certain SD card that I'm using decides to stop the camera at about, I don't know, sometimes it'll stop it between 10 minutes and like 18 minutes, and I honestly don't understand why. As I was about to say, one thing that helps me bond with a reborn is if my husband really likes the doll as well. If my husband doesn't like the doll, then it's very unlikely that I'll keep it in my collection because I want him to enjoy the dolls too. Obviously, this is more my hobby than it is his hobby, but he is very involved in the hobby. I mean, he goes out baby shopping with me. He's in the videos. He loves pushing the stroller with the baby in it. Not necessarily because he's pushing the baby, but because he just likes to have something to do. So he likes pushing the stroller when we're out in public. And if he says the doll's ugly or he doesn't like it, then I'm probably not going to buy it. And that's actually happened with a couple of dolls I've seen, and I'm like, oh, that's a really cute doll, I really want it. And I've showed it to him, and he was like, oh, I don't like it. I just don't like the face, or I don't like the limbs, or whatever it is he just doesn't like. I don't like the hair, whatever it may be. And so, you know, I think on it a while, and then I'm like, you know what? I really want him to enjoy this hobby as well. So I end up not buying the doll. And if I get a doll in the mail and he says he doesn't really like it, it's probably not going to stick around very long. I know that sounds weird, but like I said, I really want him to be involved in the hobby. A lot of you guys have asked who his favorite baby is out of my collection, and it's Bennett. It's been Bennett since the beginning, and it's still Bennett. Bennett has been both of our favorite for a long time. Laylan is a close second for me. I really adore that little girl, and Rory is a close third actually as well. But obviously that can change over time. But anyway, this video has gotten pretty long. You guys can leave in the comments down below things you do to bond with your baby, or things maybe I didn't mention that affect your bond with a baby, whatever it might be about the baby or about, you know, what's going on with your life at the time. Or I'm wondering, do you guys also feel like that? Like the time a baby arrives, or like certain times in your life, does that affect the bond with your reborn? Because I found that to affect my bonds with my dolls a lot. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below as well if you would like to see more feeding videos like this, where I just sit down and talk to you guys. I wanted to do a roleplay video today, but I just could not do it because it was so hot today. And I'm just not feeling up to it. I got 2 hours of sleep last night. I really need to take a nap. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching, everyone. I'm trying to get him to look at the camera. Bye.